Welcome back to Bits of an Artist's Life. This is Sandy Hester. I wanted to pick up the camera this week to talk with you and show you a little about how I'm seeing and feeling my art process change, grow, develop, and some areas that I'm just going to be changing completely. And it feels really exciting. And I thought I want to document this. I want to talk it out with you guys and show some of it with you. I think where this new season first started was months ago when I started making my own sketchbooks and prepping the paper in a way that I found very, very pleasing. I did a video, I think it was the last one that went up, where I share how I made these sketchbooks and how I'm making them. I found that I really, really liked the paper, and I feel like I can get the same kind of surface and background that I'm used to working on in these sketchbooks. I think that's where all of this kind of began. Then after our trip to England, we were having dinner with a friend of mine, and somehow we got talking about art. She's not an artist, but we were talking about art, and she was telling me how much she likes my figures. And in fact, she was talking about some painting that I did like forever ago, couldn't even remember it. Do you know what? I'm gonna go change clothes real quick because I can tell that this overalls are making little noises. I'm wondering if it's picking up on the camera. Should I risk it? Let's see. My little buttons. I don't wanna have to go back and have all this annoying sound. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna go change real quick. I don't know, it's so weird. I know, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry, real life around here. You know, you got to think about the video editing and all of that. Okay, where was I? I was at my friend's house. In fact, I think I wore this dress, and we were walking out the door, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize this was a painting dress. I have paint all over it. So she was sharing with me how much she likes figures in my painting, and it was interesting. Grady piped in and spoke up and said that lots of people say that. And I was kind of like, I know they do. And he was like, in fact, people ask all the time now for you to do a class on figures. And I was like, yeah. But in my mind, I'm like, well, the reason I don't, she asked me, why do you not really put them in there that much? And I was like, well, I think it's just because I'm not real confident in them. I didn't really know, but I feel like that's probably it. So I was telling her my end goal at some point. I really want to be at a place where I can have more narrative paintings and tell a story with my paintings, which would include figures, obviously. And I do a little of that now, but I think I know where I want to be in the end goal with that. She asked a really great question of, well, how do you get to that end goal? And I was like, well, I think first, like really leaning into practicing painting figures, doing that more. The next day, I went out to a local park, like I do all the time, and paint. And I purposely leaned into putting figures in the painting. In fact, this is the sketch. So that was the sketch, and I liked it, and the next day I thought, oh, I'm going to paint from that, which is my usual process. Do the sketch on location and then paint from it. The painting turned out great. Again, I'll probably put up some better footage of it right here. But I had them both sitting on my desk, and I was like, there is a difference. Not necessarily that one is better than the other, but there is a difference in quality of mark making. There's just a difference, and that's why y'all like my sketchbooks so much. So the next day when I went out to a park to paint, I thought I'm going to take loose paper with me, which actually is what I was going to do the day that I did this sketch right here, but I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling up for it. I just wasn't. I just thought, no, I'm gonna take my sketchbook. I do think I took a sketchbook and a piece of my prepped paper, but I ended up just painting my sketchbook. I was in a little more of an exposed area, and I think my confidence and all of that. I don't know, I was also tired. Anyways, all the excuses, right? So then the next day I went to a park that I'm at all the time. I feel very confident in. I thought, well, I'm gonna take paper. And I did, and I painted on it, and I thought, well, it's this one right here. But one of my collectors saw it, and she was like, I can't remember her comment, but it was really, really nice. It was something like, are you trying to kill me or something? I don't remember, but she really liked it. And I thought, okay, there is something to these paintings. So I thought, I'm going to prep some more paper, and I'm going to have that in my little thing my portfolio thing that I take with me that I use as a desk. So I prepped a bunch of those papers that are literally the same size, basically, as the sketchbook that I made that I'm really enjoying working in. Almost got a paper cut on my lip. So that's nice. And one of the things I really like about paper, and especially my sketchbook, is that I just use all the material. I have limited my materials lately. Over the summer, I was working towards these 2 big trips. And I knew I needed to pack light, and I wanted to only take paints. But then at times I've been missing some of the mark making tools. So I've been taking color pencils with me. These couple trips I've been taking NEOCOLORs with me, and then today I decided to pack up some of my soft pastel pencils and take those with me. Before you know, I'm gonna be back to like needing the U-Haul. The other thing I've been doing is keeping a small jar, well, or something, it's a butter plastic thing, with the mixture of what I've been prepping the papers with, so that way I just have it ready. I can prep paper whenever I need to, or whenever I see them getting glow. And that's been really nice to have that pre-made. It's not always the exact same color, but it's this creamy color that the sketchbooks that I really like have. And it also makes the surface have a little more sizing and slickiness, which I like for painting on. So that's been really, really nice and very handy for prepping canvases, to make them the same color and slickiness that I like, the smoothness that I like, painting on paper or canvas. So that's my new goal. I'm only going to be taking out paper unless, here are my caveats, unless I'm going to a new place, because sometimes for me, there's just something about, I want to capture that place for me. Or maybe I'm with friends. All of the memories and conversations and stuff are wrapped up into that painting, and I want those for me. And I also thought when I go on vacation, things like that, I'm going to take my sketchbooks because I want them for me and for memories. It's just really important to me. It's really precious to me. But I thought these places that I've already been going to so many times, I don't need more sketches of them. I need to be making things for y'all that want them. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Those things are going to start going up on my website and be available. Paintings like this, so basically my sketches. Another part of all of this that kind of intermingles with this whole season that I've been processing and thinking and making conscious decisions of change was after I went to Emily Powell's open studio. She had obviously tons of paintings on canvas up everywhere, but she also had all these bins sitting around with paintings like this packaged up like cardboard in like clear plastic, like the little plastic sleeves that I use when we sell a painting and we're packaging it to ship. She does, I think, work a little bit in sketchbooks, but she mainly works on paper. All these bins all around her studio had tons of these paintings in them, and it's basically her sketches and her sketchbooks. Not sketchbooks, but it's individual pieces of paper. And so I was going through all those, trying to find a painting to buy. But thinking about how I enjoyed that experience of like flipping through those bins, I told Grady that maybe I should do that with the paintings that I have now. I have got thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of paintings on paper that are sitting in cabinets and just places around my house. I don't reference them. I don't get to see them unless I'm going through them because one has sold. My friends and family that come over don't get to see them because they're just stashed away. And I think that's one of the reasons I like my sketchbooks. They're a little more easy. I have them accessible in the studio, pulling off shelves. So wait, who am I kidding? They're not on, some of them are on shelves, but most of them are just stacked all around the studio. I mean, it's just stacks and stacks, but they're accessible for me to pull out and reference. And I told Grady, I said it would be neat to have bins and have them out, not only for my friends and family when they come over to look at them, but also maybe they want to purchase one. And then also for me to be able to kind of rifle through and pull things out and set them around the studio to paint from. So it would be just like my sketchbooks. So it would be accessible to others, accessible to me, that kind of thing. So we're going to work on doing that in the future. So that's kind of where I am in this new season of process. I'm constantly I think people would be surprised how much I think about process and accessibility for me, like the ease of painting and how I want to do it, whether it's in the studio or out. But then also I'm always thinking of like the next few steps, which is like packaging and selling and what things become hindrances. But that's where I am, always thinking about those processes, and I love it. And I feel like I'm in a very exciting season. I feel very excited about kind of this new way of taking out paper. That feels really, when I say it out loud, it's like that seems pretty minor, but it's kind of not. I think it'd be really fun to get to a place where I'm taking out big canvases and painting. I think I'm excited about having works that y'all are excited about purchasing that are like my sketches, because y'all love my sketchbook work, and we just have not yet gotten to the place where we're making books of my sketchbooks. We are still planning on doing that at some point. We just don't have the capacity right now, the bandwidth. Yeah, I just thought I would share some of the way that I've been thinking about things and encouraging you to think about things. It's really fun. I mean, I have a new pad of paper coming that's a little bit different size than what I've used. It arrived and it was damaged, so I had to send it back, and they're sending me another one, and I'm like dying to get that paper. I feel so excited about the new size. What? I mean, it's just the weirdest thing, but I'm like checking the front door constantly to see if my package has arrived. It is coming today, and I'm taking out this size paper and my new paper if I get it soon enough, because I want to prep it with this kind of creamish color that I like. And I'm going to take that out with me today and work on it. And I'm going to a park, this park actually, Centennial Park, that has a bunch of the figures. And I've got this idea. I don't know if I'll end up doing it once I get there. Sometimes things change. But I was thinking about how I really would like to capture a bunch of the figures. And usually those figures are like swooshing by me quite quickly, like walking past quite quickly. Oh no, I had this like... Did I push record? Have I been sitting here talking for that long? I wonder how long I have been talking. I feel like there should be a timer someplace, but I don't see it. Record. It does say record, and the red light's on. So I was thinking about how it'd be nice to capture those figures, render some of them more than others, some being more silhouette, like this one here on the bike, and also include the background and things like that. So I think that's what I want. I've kind of got this vision of like this built up abstract kind of figures in the landscape. So we'll see if that happens, but that is what I'm thinking about as I go out today. And I felt very excited. It arrived in time for me to go out this afternoon. So this will be exciting. Okay. It looks good. Yes. Okay, so this is what it is. It's paper I've used before, FABRIANO 300 GM, 140 pounds. This one's 11 by 14. The size that I've used in the past is 9 by 12. So let's see, do it like that. So it's gonna be a little bit bigger, and then it's kind of more square. Let's see, how can I show you? Then this. This is the size that I've been taking out. So just, you know, a little different. It's just kind of nice because sometimes different scenes require different sizes or make you feel like what you want to capture would lay out better compositionally. So I'm going to go prep some of these paper right now with this is filling kind of empty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mix some more. I was gonna try to show you, and I know I'd end up pouring it on those paintings. So it's just kind of a creamish. It's more cream. I've noticed like I was doing it a little bit too light, and then I made it a little darker, and I like working on that. It's just a really nice surface. Okay, I'm gonna go prep right now. only do one why is my brain not working? One, oh my goodness, the brain. Like, I don't go a second time over this. I literally cannot even think of what that's called. Another layer. I don't know. Yes, I only do one layer. Is that what it's called? Oh boy. Okay. Good thing I'm not doing anything like taking a test right now since my brain's not working. So the next day I went to Open Studio and I did the same thing. I took some of my prepped pages, different sizes. I did take my sketchbook also, and I did work in those. I think I've already showed these to you, but I think I did these last, like right before I was about to leave. So I mainly worked in the loose paper. I think what was nice about that is starting to work on really good thick paper and, oh, what's back there? I did a drawing. Oh, it looks like I did a warm-up drawing and didn't like that composition. But it kind of just made me start forgetting that this was nice paper and just working. So I did just some warm-up sketches there. Oh, I know what I was gonna do. Maybe do the warm-up sketches and then paint on the back. But then I liked those. I probably should just go on and paint over that though and not waste a piece of paper. So there's that. I had not looked at these for quite a while and I really like them. I love this painting right here. I absolutely love it. And this is the kind of thing I would have normally been doing in my sketchbook. Yeah, that's really good. I remember thinking I didn't really do a very good job with that work that day. This, again, I love. This was her name. Uju, I think is how you say it, maybe. Love this. So I can definitely tell I was thinking more just like sketches and not feeling precious about the paper. This is the size paper right here that I bought that I showed you, and then this is the size that I've been prepping. Very happy with that. Like, I would frame that and put it up on my wall. I'm not showing you these in order either. And then I think I just did a quick sketch and then did another one right here. I think that one of these I worked on and worked on and worked on. I really changed a whole bunch. Maybe it was one in the sketchbook. I usually can tell. It was this one. I reworked this one so many times, which is fun sometimes, and then other times you like lose stuff that was actually good. I think I had blue glasses on her at first and then did black ones. Yeah. Because I think maybe in the little video I did when I was there for Instagram, it was blue and somebody commented, oh, I love her blue glasses. And I was like, well, no, they're black. So I've just continued, you know, these are ones you've already seen right here, just painting on paper, on location. Even if it's things that I don't really love, there are things about like this. I love this area back here. I love how I've done the water. This lady's looking a little weird and stiff, but when I was there, somebody said, don't feed the ducks. No, I think maybe there was a sign. Yeah, somebody was feeding the ducks and somebody said, there's a sign here that says don't feed the ducks, but everybody feeds the ducks. So I wanted to capture that kind of like I would in a sketchbook, putting the date and writing little things. So it's just been my practice to do that. The other thing that I've been doing with this new thing of trying to get in a place where I'm basically wanting to do work where you can purchase, that's my sketchbook, is when I have like Zoom calls with friends. Normally I would, like we're gonna paint together and stuff. Normally I would do these kinds of things in my sketchbook. I don't think you're gonna be able, this one's too big to be able to see. I actually didn't finish this one. I was doing this with Emily Powell. I'm trying to remember what the theme was. Emily and her sister Sarah and I, we get together about every week and paint together. And I cannot remember. Flying is fun. The turkey was not looking forward to Christmas. I think Emily said that and I put it. Maybe we were doing birds that night. Looks like we were doing birds. But things like this, working on paper in this way that I would normally do my sketchbook, is something that then these things are, you know, for sale. This was another one we did. This was so fun. We were doing an animal for every bird, an animal for every month of the year. So it's kind of like a calendar piece. I think I'm not done with this one yet. I think I want to put like 12 months or something like that someplace. but this one just turned out so fun. And it's also allowed me to work bigger than my sketchbook. So I've really just enjoyed this process and trying to do things in a way that doesn't keep everything from me, because I'm finding that I don't mind letting things go. And I am hoping that I'll reference some of this stuff. Actually, this is making me want to go paint right now. The other thing that I wanted to tell you that I've loved about this process is that one of the days I went out sketching with a young friend of mine, and I didn't get a lot done in the sketch because I was giving a lesson and doing a lot of talking, but because my sketch was on paper, I was able to give it to her as like a remembrance of the day. So that was super wonderful to have, because if it was in my sketchbook, I wouldn't have wanted to pull it out, tear the pages to give to her. So that's been another added benefit of doing things on paper instead of just in my sketchbook when I'm doing sketches. Ooh, I'm just looking at this cute little duck right there. Look how much character he has. He's like, give me. But no, he's like, don't listen to the sign, feed me. That's so cute. I don't know why I noticed that. You know, like this is one that I was gonna paint over that I didn't really like, but now that I'm looking at it, I guess I kind of do see why y'all like my sketches. There is something that's captured there. So anyways, okay, I've got a package that just arrived that I wanted to open with you. I just got 2 packages in from Blick, so I thought we would open these together. I'm actually not going to open this one because it's just stretcher bars. I've been painting over way too many paintings lately because I've needed some stretcher bars. So now I can stop painting over sellable paintings, and that will be good for everybody. I've not done an art haul in a long time because I've just really been sticking to purchasing things that needed restocking, but every now and then if I need to like bump up the price to get free shipping, or I'm looking at color pencils or something like that, I usually will throw 1 or 2 in. And I think I have a few new things in here, so let's just do this together. Let me get things out. It's quite a large box. I think this is just a restock of my dark indigo luminance. I thought I ordered more than one of these, but I guess not. I'll swatch things for y'all while we're here. It's kind of a bluish black. It's definitely black, but it leans towards blue. It's really nice, and I go through it like crazy. Let's see what's in here. Oh, maybe these are the other. All right. Oh yeah, well that's interesting. One came in a box and one didn't. Kind of weird. Oh, it's a different color. But it seems like they should both be able to be in the box together. This is a color I don't have, sepia. Thought it could be nice. Whoa, my black is rolling around. As a dark. I also forgot to check though to see if I have this one. I don't think I do, but that is nice. It's kind of a rich, well, I like that a lot. Yeah, okay, very happy. What stinks though is that they basically look the same, like on the tips, so that's gonna be interesting. But sometimes that's fun when you like grab the wrong thing. Sometimes that's fun. Let's see what's in here. I think this is my NEOCOLor. Look, this whole big box for that. Oh my goodness, cracks me up. Okay, this is just a NEOCOLor 1. I usually buy NEOCOLor 2, but I thought I would get a NEOCOLor 1 that's white. I don't really know why, because I don't rarely ever use white, but I think I was watching a Emma Carlisle Patreon and decided to get one. It will probably come in handy for some things. I feel like white just makes things just really, really chalky. Okay, I'm not liking this reflection, so let me go on and show you this so I can pull this away. These are just like they're like pockets or sleeves that I use for putting my paintings in when I sell them, and I needed this size for a lot of the paintings that I painted in England are selling, quite a bit of them. So I needed to restock up on that. Okay, there's that. Then I restocked up on this also. I've been loving this paint. I reach for it a lot. I wonder why I didn't buy the big, oh, they probably just have it in the size. Okay, so this is Parchment in the LIQUITEX Basics. It's just a nice, kind of almost, I use it as white, but it's kind of greeny. It's a nice light neutral. I really, really like it. And a lot of times I'll dip my brush in this or in a cream that I make with my white and like a dirty yellow. So like a raw sienna or something. I'll have this, so this is the cooler, and then I'll have the warmer white. And I will dip my brush in that often instead of white because it just doesn't make it so chalky. So I stocked up on those, and then I threw in a few other colors that I wanted to try. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I also got the unbleached titanium. Ooh, let's swatch that real fast. That feels exciting. Yep. So it's what I thought. It's a little darker than what I like for kind of a warm white. So I'll probably add some white to this, but it's just another nice substitute for white to either use on your canvas or paper or to dip your brush in. But I find that I really like this. It kind of neutralizes things, but I was excited to try that too. So that's fun. Okay, let's just get this out of the way because I'm cracking up. Oh, it says Vivid Red Orange. I didn't read that label very well. I need to make sure that I bought this because, well, I know why I bought it. Red Orange. I like a red that's an orangey red, but man, this is, I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but it's like Halloween orange. Ooh, doggy. Not my kind of red. Wow. This is basically just orange, but oh my goodness. It is so bright. Yeah, I probably will not be using that, but I don't know. I don't usually have an orange on my palette. Every now and then I do to neutralize a blue. That probably would be nice for neutralizing blue. In fact, let's just try that. I also got their ultramarine. I'm finding that I'm getting very picky about my ultramarines. I don't know why. I'm finding that I like a redder, kind of more purpley. So I thought I would see what theirs is. Yeah, it's just kind of a nice standard. But let's do this. I'm enjoying this finger painting. I may do this later on my canvas. Forget a brush. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, probably not the healthiest thing for your skin. But, ooh, that is gorgeous. Okay, well, maybe that orange is going on my palette. That's a beautiful black, bluey black. Let's add a little bit more of this orange because it's just fun smushing this stuff around. Mixing it like this. Gorgeous. And then see if I had a little of that parchment. Hope this is focusing for you guys. Wow, that was way too much parchment. That's the problem with using your fingers, I guess. Okay, I'm going to spit on my fingers too because it needs some water, so excuse me. Hope that wasn't too gross for you, but see how that makes a nice gray. Okay, very nice. Okay, well, I'm feeling better about the Vivid Red Orange. I wonder what colors are in that. I'll have to look that up. Okay, then another color I'm very picky about is Burnt Sienna. So I thought, well, while I'm buying some basics, let's try their Burnt Sienna. I only have one finger that's left that's clean. Oh, okay, I'm so glad I bought this. I can tell immediately, as soon as I put it down, I can tell the kind that I like. It's transparent. It's the perfect Burnt Sienna for me. I do not like an opaque. Oh, that is nice. Ooh, good purchase. I'm gonna get the big tube of that next time. Let's mix it with some of this titanium. See how that's kind of just warmer than a white? Okay, and then the other thing I bought was a Mars Black. I've been looking up a lot of mixtures that I like, and sometimes they have Mars Black. I think that I usually buy, can't remember, I think it's just called black or maybe an ivory black. Sometimes blacks don't have a name. But I thought maybe this could be nice to have since I've seen it in a lot of mixtures. thought maybe it was gonna be bluer, but it's just very, sorry, I'm spitting on my fingers again. Yeah, it's definitely, sorry. Oh no, y'all probably saw that spit. Yeah, it just looks like a normal black. It doesn't look anything different than mine. But I was getting low on blacks, so I thought, well, I'll try this black. I use black for mixing greens. In fact, let me go grab a yellow real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm really getting into this finger painting. I love, let's see if we can just add it to this. I feel like I need some water. So black and yellow make a really wonderful green, and it depends on if you have a warmer or cool yellow to make it, you know, whatever, warmer or cooler. So that is a very nice green. And then if you added, ooh. Another thing you can do is add an orange to a black, and that's nice also. That would warm this up and darken it a little bit. Ooh, that, I'm getting a nice green. Man, I'm happy about this vivid red orange. You are making me happy. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, okay, vivid red orange. You're going on the palette today. Wow, okay. Very nice. Okay, well, that was fun and helpful. I hope I remember to put that back in my palette. And then this is, oh yeah, oh, nothing too exciting, but I do like that box. I'll be using that for sure. I was totally out of my flash paint in white. So nothing exciting, but I do like flash paint. Flash paint, you use it just like acrylic, so it's gonna dry. You know, it's not like oils, but it is a vinyl paint and it dries completely matte. I love it. And I mix it in with just my other acrylics also, but I do have pretty much the whole range of flash paints, so I love it. All right, that was fun. Yeah, that was really fun. I am going to go put a couple of these on the palette right now. Hope you enjoyed that. Okay, I thought you might find it helpful to see these. I've got them on the palette now. It looks like a pretty complex palette, but it's really not. There's several colors on here that I have that I never use, but I kind of put them in kind of like this teal. I never use it, but I'll put it there thinking maybe I will. But I basically have a warm and a cool. Of my reds, I have a kind of raw sienna color, burnt sienna, warm and cool blue, and then I do have a few greens here that I do use quite often. A black, this right here is just where I will squeeze some medium in every now and then. This is a like phthalo blue, and then I do like raw, wait, is this raw umber? Yeah, that I like to dirty things up, but these are basically my whites. So here's just white. Here is a cream that I make out of a dirty yellow like this. Add a little bit of this with white because I just like this as a white. It's nice and warm. White just looks like toothpaste. It looks like toothpaste often when you just mix it with other colors, but definitely if you just put it on the palette. This is that unbleached titanium that I just got, so it's a little warmer, and then this is the parchment. Wait, is that what it's called? Yeah. I like this. It's not as warm as what I mix. It's about the same value, a little darker though, but there's that. And let me show them to you now that they've dried. Here's the parchment and here's the unbleached titanium. There's just something about that color that I really, really like a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go put the lid. Oh, here's the lid. I'll have everything linked below for all these things. I haven't mentioned this in a while, but I have my favorites art supplies on my website. I have a list on there. And then if you want to know more about how I use acrylics, varnishing, mediums, all the things, I have a full class on acrylics, you know, like acrylic inks, acrylic gouache, all the things, what I do with them, how I use them. I have a full class on that if you want to know all the details. I'll have that linked below also. That is it for this week. I will see you back here in 2 weeks.